caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. Down, but not before they work it across midfield. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On third down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Catch is made here by Aaron Smith Jr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Stokes, first-round pick back in April, there on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action. Cousins. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's
and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off in his own 47. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see any snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete.
Cooks full extension. It's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more.
Got a man, it's Tonyan. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Packers 14, Vikings 3.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get
Touchdown, Packers.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 21, Vikings 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play action now. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He hits Adams complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
That's good for Minnesota Vikings.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Stop here, D. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Vikings 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Cousins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Check Mike. Watching it by. Danny. Kill. Hey, watch this.
Rodgers looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Switch.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how the... And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they